They say opportunity doesn't knock. It moves to a new zip code. If you knew the secret to finding a city that's not just growing on paper, but actually thriving in real life, would you want in? Because if you are looking for the fastest growing places to live in the U.S., not those lists based on just numbers, I'll tell you about places that are worth living and the fastest growing at the same time. Hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get started. Starting my list with San Antonio, located in south central Texas. It's the second largest city in the state and the seventh largest city in the U.S. San Antonio's got a lot going for it. It's been consistently growing, with the population rising by 6.49% and reaching over 1.53 million in 2025. It feels like everyone's moving to San Antonio right now. It was the fastest growing city in the U.S. in 2023, and it saw the fourth biggest population jump in the country in 2024, adding almost 22,000 new people. And it's not hard to see why its location is perfect. You're close to Austin without the crazy high prices, and you're just a few hours from other major Texas cities. Plus, the weather is pretty great, with less humidity and a lower risk of hurricanes than other parts of the state. It's a hotspot for jobs in manufacturing, cybersecurity, aerospace, and healthcare. And big companies like Toyota, USAA, and HEB are creating lots of high-paying jobs. The cost of living is about 9% lower than the national average, and housing is a whopping 21% cheaper. The median home price is around $320,000, which is a lot less than in other big Texas cities like Austin or Dallas. A lot of the growth is happening in specific neighborhoods. The far west side, especially the Alamo Ranch area, is booming with new houses and shopping centers. Other fast-growing spots include Cibolo and Helotes. If you're looking for more established but still popular neighborhoods, you'll love Stone Oak for its family-friendly vibe and Alamo Heights for its historic charm and top-notch schools. For a more urban feel, check out the Pearl District and Southtown, and it's nicknamed Military City, USA. Next on my list is Tampa, located on the west coast of Florida. It's one of the fastest-growing cities in the U.S. The city itself is home to over 413,000 people in 2025. The Tampa metro area population is estimated to be around 3,040,000 in 2025. The city of Tampa itself grew by 7.6% between April 2020 and July 2024. And why is the population growing so fast? Tampa is going through a massive transformation. We're talking billions of dollars in new development that's totally reshaping the city and making it a super exciting place to be. Huge city building projects, Water Street. Tampa is a game changer. It's a $3.5 billion project that has added luxury hotels and cool new restaurants at Sparkman Wharf, and is even building what's expected to be the tallest residential tower on Florida's west coast, Ybor City's comeback. The historic Ybor City is getting a $4 billion makeover. They're adding thousands of new homes, offices, and shops, all while keeping its unique, historic vibe. The city is investing heavily in its cultural spots. The Tampa Museum of Art and the Straz Center for the Performing Arts are both getting $100 million expansions. Plus, the University of South Florida is getting a brand new $340 million on-campus football stadium. There are some solid reasons why people are moving there. Job Market was named the second best city to find a job in 2024. The cost of living is about 2% lower than the national average. Housing is about 4% cheaper than the U.S. average, though groceries and utilities can be slightly higher. But it still offers a more affordable cost of living as compared to big cities like New York, California, or even other parts of South Florida. And the median household income is about $72,000. It has sunny weather year-round, and that's a big reason why people move there. Next up on my list is Phoenix, located in the Salt River Valley, Arizona. It's the largest urban center in the state and the fifth largest city in the U.S. It's continuously seeing impressive growth, and its population is likely to go over 1.7 million by 2025. Since Phoenix is so spread out, a lot of the growth is happening in the suburbs. Buckeye is the fastest growing suburb in the entire Phoenix metro. It's known for its affordable housing, wide open spaces, and new master planned communities. Queen Creek and Santan Valley in the Southeast Valley are booming. They offer a more rural feel with larger lots and a strong sense of community. They're great for families, and North Phoenix and North Peoria are poised for a lot of growth. Another fast-growing spot in the Southwest Valley, Goodyear offers newer homes, a quieter lifestyle, and more affordable prices. While the cost of living is a bit higher than the national average, it's still more affordable than many other major U.S. cities, especially those in California. The median sold home price is $460,000, with the median listing price at $510,000. The median rent is $1,312. Housing is about 16% more expensive than the U.S. average, but you can still find more affordable options in the surrounding suburbs. Mostly people are moving in from other states. Next on the list is Nashville in Tennessee. Its growth has been explosive. Nashville has been called a supernova city for its incredible growth. Davidson County was the fastest growing county in Tennessee in 2024. Thinking of making the move to Music City? You're not alone. Its population jumped since 2020. Its metro area population is expected to hit 1.35 million in 2025. And why is it booming so fast? Well, it's a magnet for new residents. The city has seen a huge influx of new residents, both from other states and from other countries. Its economy is one of the best performing in the country. It was even named the city with the most economic growth in 2021. The job market is on fire. Nashville has a booming and diverse economy. It's not just about music anymore. Major companies like Oracle and Amazon have a huge presence here. And the healthcare, tech, and logistics industries are all going strong. With all this growth, new and exciting neighborhoods are popping up all over the city. The Gulch is a super trendy and walkable neighborhood just south of downtown. It's a great spot for young professionals, and Germantown is one of Nashville's oldest neighborhoods. It's a beautiful historic area with a ton of new development. East Nashville has a more laid-back, artsy vibe, with a mix of new and old homes. Located in West Nashville, the Nations is another up-and-coming neighborhood with a mix of new construction. And as downtown gets more expensive, people are starting to look at neighborhoods like Donaldson. It's close to downtown and seeing a lot of new investment. The median home price is about $550,000, while the average rent is around $2,300. Nashville is one of the hottest cities in the country right now. The next place on my list is Raleigh in North Carolina. Did you know? Raleigh's population has grown by over 185% since 2000, making it one of the fastest growing cities in the U.S. It was the 25th fastest growing city in the nation between July 2023 and July 2024. It's currently seeing a solid annual growth rate of 1.16%, with a population of around 494,000. Raleigh is more than just a dot on the map. It's a city with a magnetic pull. It's a powerhouse job market. It's a key part of the Research Triangle Park. This means a ton of jobs in tech, biotech, and research from big-name companies like Apple, Google, and Cisco. It's consistently ranked as one of the best cities for jobs in the U.S. You got an amazing quality of life, an awesome balance of a small-town feel with all the perks of a big city. Plus, with over 10,000 acres of green space and 180 miles of trails, it's an outdoor paradise. It's home to top-tier universities like North Carolina State, Duke University, and the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Affordability is still a thing. While prices have been on the rise, Raleigh's cost of living is still about 3% lower than the national average. Housing, in particular, is more affordable than in many other major cities. The median home value is $450,000, with an average rent of $1,500. Since Raleigh is growing so quickly, a lot of the action is happening in the suburbs. Apex is consistently ranked as one of the best places to live in the country. Fuquay-Varina is known for its affordable new construction and small-town charm. This suburb is exploding in popularity. Holly Springs, Knightdale, and Wendell. These towns are also seeing a ton of growth, with new homes and amenities popping up all the time. They offer a more suburban feel while still being close to all that Raleigh has to offer. Next on my list is Coolidge in Pinal County, Arizona. It's a bit different from the major metro areas, and it's been getting a lot of attention for its rapid growth. It's what you might call an up-and-coming area. It's not a huge city, but it's experiencing one of the most dramatic growth spurts in the entire country. It's expanding at an incredible annual rate of 8.13%, and the numbers don't lie. Between 2020 and 2024, Coolidge's population grew by a staggering 46.46%, and affordability is the name of the game. This is the number one reason people are flocking to Coolidge. The cost of living, and especially housing, is significantly lower than in the major metro areas of Phoenix and Tucson, and it's perfectly situated right between Phoenix and Tucson. This crossroads of Arizona location makes it a prime spot for people who want to be close to the big cities without the big city price tag. Pinal County has the fastest growing housing market in all of Arizona. The median home value is around $279,899, and the average home rent value is around $1,600. The number of new housing units in the county grew by 3.5% in a single year, which is a huge number. A lot of the growth in Coolidge is happening in new master-planned communities. The most prominent one is Heartland Ranch by D.R. Horton. The next one is the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Texas. It's one of the most dynamic and rapidly expanding regions. It's now the fourth largest in the United States, with a population topping 8 million. It's on track to overtake Chicago for the number 3 spot in the coming years. In the last year alone, the region added nearly 178,000 new residents. That's not just growth, it's a population boom. But population is on declining at minus 0.01% annually. The sprawl is real and intentional. The growth isn't just happening in the city center. The surrounding counties are experiencing what can only be described as bonkers sprawl. Housing, and more housing. A huge factor in Dallas's growth is its approach to development. There are fewer regulations on new home construction, which means builders are constantly adding new inventory. If you're looking for the fastest growing spots, you need to look at the suburbs, especially in Collin, Denton, and Kaufman counties. These aren't just suburbs, they're becoming cities in their own right. Salina and Prosper are the rock stars of North Dallas growth. Salina's population grew an astounding 757% in a decade, and Prosper boasts one of the top school districts in the state. Be prepared for high prices here, with median home prices well into the $600,000 to $800,000 range. The cost of living, especially housing, has risen sharply in recent years, and it's not the cheap Texas of the past. And Princeton was the fastest growing city in the entire U.S. in 2024, with its population more than doubling since 2020. It offers more accessible home prices, often in the $300. Josephine is another town experiencing a similar boom, with a huge surge in new home construction. Situated near the fast-growing cities above, Melissa and Anna offer a great balance with a mix of housing options that are more affordable than Prosper, but a step up from Princeton. To the east of Dallas, Kaufman County is the fastest-growing county in Texas. Cities like Kaufman and Forney are attracting people who want more space and land for their money and are willing to have a bit of a longer commute. The value here is incredible, with median home prices often in the low to mid $300. But the number one complaint is traffic. The infrastructure is struggling to keep up with the explosive growth. And the summer heat is also intense, and some people feel the area lacks the natural beauty and outdoor activities of other states. Still, the American dream is more attainable. While costs are rising, Dallas still offers a more affordable lifestyle than many other major U.S. cities. The big win for your wallet is that Texas has no state income tax. Next up in my list is Charlotte. Located in Mecklenburg County in North Carolina, one of the most talked about cities in the country. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Charlotte had the third largest population gain of any city in the country between 2022 and 2023, adding over 15,600 people in just 1 year. The city's population has grown by nearly 8% since 2020 to around 940,000 in 2025, attracting about 117 new people every single day. The Charlotte metro area is on a trajectory to grow from its current 2.3 million to an even larger hub and the 14th most populous city in the country. It got the second largest banking center in the U.S. after New York City, with giants like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Truist having a massive presence. While it's not the cheap city it once was, Charlotte's cost of living is still very competitive, sitting just 1% lower than the national average. Housing, in particular, is a great deal, with the average home price being about 15 to 20% lower than the national average. And the median home price is currently holding steady between $405,000 and $425,000, while the average home rent value is around $1,486. The growth is happening everywhere, from the urban core to the sprawling suburbs. Urban hotspots like the South End have absolutely exploded. What was once an industrial area is now one of the most vibrant and sought-after parts of the city, packed with apartments, breweries, restaurants, and shops along the Lenox Blue Line light rail. NODA, known as the city's arts and entertainment district, becoming even more popular with new developments. Wesley Heights and West Side, just west of Uptown, have seen incredible growth. And suburban boom are areas around the University of North Carolina Charlotte campus and along the Blue Line extension. Population growth is in the triple digits, driven by new apartment construction. Like Ballantyne in South Charlotte, it has transformed from a quiet suburb into a bustling hub and a new mixed-use development called The Bowl. Huntersville and Cornelius in the Lake Norman area and Fort Mill, South Carolina, just over the state line, are considered part of the Charlotte metro, and it's one of the fastest-growing areas. Next, onto a city that's at the very epicenter of the suburban boom in America, Princeton in Texas. It's not just growing, it's the kind of place that's being built and defined right before our eyes. The story of Princeton is a story about the modern American dream. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, Princeton was officially the number 2 fastest-growing city in the United States in 2024. The population surged an incredible 30.6% in a single year, from about 28,000 residents in 2023 to over 37,000 in 2024. To put that in perspective, the city's population has more than doubled since 2020, when it was just 17,000. Projections show the city could reach 100,000 people within the next 5 years. Sheer affordability is the number one reason. In a booming Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex where housing prices have soared, Princeton is affordable. You can find a brand new 3 or 4 bedroom home for around $320,000 to $350,000. That's significantly less than the Collin County median of over $480,000, making homeownership a reality for many first-time buyers and young families. Princeton is the ultimate release valve for the superheated Dallas-Fort Worth economy. The growth in Princeton is happening primarily in large master-planned communities built by national home builders. White Wing Trails and Wynmoor are two of the newest communities by Trophy Signature Homes. Bridgewater is a major draw for its resort-style amenities, including a lazy river, pools, and a community beach on the shores of Lake Lavon. Arcadia Farms and Winchester Crossing are popular family-centric communities with pools, parks, and trails. Princeton is the answer for people who work in the job hubs of McKinney, Frisco, and Plano, but are priced out of living there. It's a manageable commute of about 20 to 25 minutes to McKinney and 45 to 50 minutes to Dallas. Because most of the city is brand new, you're getting modern homes, new schools, and fresh infrastructure. The Princeton Independent School District is rated A- on niche.com. Last place on my list is Orlando, located in Central Florida within Orange County. It's known as a popular tourist destination, especially for its theme parks like Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando Resort. According to the U.S. Census Bureau and the Orlando Economic Partnership, the Orlando metro area was the #1 fastest-growing large region in the United States in 2024. Population surge. Between July 2023 and July 2024, the Orlando metro area's population grew by 2.7%, adding nearly 76,000 new residents. That's about 1,500 people moving to the region every week. A stunning 88% of Orlando's population gain in 2024 came from international migration only. It's becoming a major hub for tech, aerospace, and life sciences, the presence of major companies, and the proximity to the Space Coast. It's more affordable than you think. While no longer the cheap city it once was, Orlando's cost of living is still about 4% lower than the national average, compared to other major metros like Miami, New York, or Chicago. A huge plus is that Florida has no state income tax. The median home price in June 2025 was $400,000, while the average home rent price is around $1,600. A lot of growing neighborhoods, but where's the action? First Lake Nona is a massive master-planned community built around a health and life sciences campus, known as Medical City. Known for its modern homes, and home values here have seen an 8% year-over-year growth. Next, Horizon West, located on the west side of Orlando, near Disney World. This is another huge and rapidly growing master-planned community. It's incredibly popular with families and is being built out with multiple distinct villages, each with its own town center, seen a 7% increase in home values in the past year. And Winter Park is for those who want charm and history, known for its brick-lined streets, upscale boutiques on Park Avenue, and one of the most desirable locations in Central Florida. Baldwin Park is newer, on the site of a former naval training center, while Audubon Park is known for its eco-friendly vibe, and downtown Orlando and the Milk District are experiencing a renaissance. New high-rises and a new $500 million sports and entertainment district. That's all. I tried my best to create a balanced places on my list. Hope you liked it. If you have questions or are thinking about moving to these places, leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.